Yo guys, what's going on? Rob with 421 Media House coming at you again with another deck review. This week I've got the Midnight NOCs. I kind of did a first look at these cards the other day. There's a contest with a giveaway of one of these decks. I've got two decks still sealed in the package. So go head over to that other video. In order to win the deck, you got to be subscribed to my channel and drop a like on the video. So make sure you do that if you're interested in winning a deck of these. So, I kind of talked about it last time. The tuck case itself, pretty elegant, really nice. It's a matte black, but it's not a normal traditional cardstock. It's something that's very characteristic of what we've seen from Theory 11 in the past, where it's a very nice, high quality, very elegant tuck case. It looks good on a display shelf. One thing I've noticed this week while playing with this deck of cards, first of all, I don't know if other people are having this issue, but the flap just seems a little weird to open. And I've noticed that as well, my flap is kind of getting a little bent and damaged from opening these cards up. One thing that has been asked several times of me this week is there anything inside the tuck case? And I don't know how well you're able to see in there. But there's nothing inside the tuck case. A little disappointing. It's something that is very characteristic of Theory 11 to put something inside of that tuck case. Then takes you to a website with a puzzle. We saw that with the J.J. Abrams collab. We saw it with the Product Red deck, which is basically Red NOCs by Theory 11. And we also saw it with the Neil Patrick Harris deck, which was super fun. I really enjoyed the puzzle. I've actually solved most of those puzzles. I get frequent questions regarding them. So if anybody ever has any questions about it, probably the easiest way to get a hold of me is via my Instagram. I'll leave a link to that in the description, and we'll go over it. I've already kind of showed you guys what these look like. These are literally just NOC playing cards printed on a Theory 11 cardstock. I don't really know what else there is to say about them. I've noticed a lot of people online saying that these are super fancy, super nice playing cards. I just want to say this on the record. These are cards printed by Theory 11. They're NOCs. They're standard back designs. Yes, they're marked exactly the same way a normal deck of NOCs are. So you can tell the suit based on how many sharp edges you have on the corners here. Other than that, like I said, they're your standard deck of NOCs. They look cool. They handle well. I'm not going to discriminate on how they handle by Theory 11. They are printed by the USPCC, so you kind of have something to gauge off of. I don't think I've ever handled a USPCC deck that I wasn't unimpressed with. But yeah, they're just another deck of NOCs. Honestly, probably not my favorite deck out there. I understand why it's a popular deck for Magicians. I get why people like them. I do think this is the start of a new era for NOC playing cards. I think we're going to see them switch over to using a Theory 11 cardstock, and I think that's kind of the future from them. But other than that, between the two videos, I don't really have a whole lot left to say. There's no puzzles. They are marked. They're NOCs printed on Theory 11 cardstock. Again, I bought a couple decks of them. Are these going to appreciate in value? Honestly, the way that they're releasing them, where they're kind of trickling out these midnight releases and they're only available for a small window of opportunity, I do see them increasing in value. I think that going forward, we are going to see NOC move to a Theory 11 cardstock. I think that's part of the hype behind this deck. The first deck printed on this stock and maybe the last deck printed on the USPCC premium cardstock might hold a value in the long run. I think right now the scarcity of this particular deck is what's really making it hold a value. There's people that have kind of decided now that the hype is out that they want a deck of these and they can't get them. And maybe that's part of the marketing strategy of people that have this particular deck, is to hype them up to be more than maybe they are and say this is the best deck of cards ever. Personally, for me, not my favorite. I've said it before, I'll say it again. I think it's worth, especially if you're a card collector, I think you need to own a deck of NOCs. They're not Fontaines. I wouldn't say I would probably take a deck of NOCs over a deck of Fontaines myself. I don't own a deck of Fontaines, but I'll tell you right now, they're USPCC premium cardstock with an F on the back of them. Who cares? I'm not a big Fontaines fan. So yeah, other thing, quickly gonna mention, if you guys are interested, I got a Hariyama puzzle. This is the Hariyama violin puzzle. It's 3 pieces, and you gotta separate them and then put it back together. I got this for Christmas. If you guys want to see me try to solve this, comment below, let me know, and I can make a video about that if you guys are interested. Anyway, that's all I gotta say for today. Hope you guys had a good Christmas, and we'll see you guys next week for another deck review.